Oh, what is this? What does this email say? What? Okay, so when I got an email and saw this headline, I'll admit, I was excited. Did this mean what I thought it meant? Was there a push to see Kendrick Castillo canonized as saint? I dug into the article. All right, let me back up here a little. Kendrick Castillo's story is actually a tragic one because you see, something weird is going on in the southern suburbs of Denver. On May 7th, 2019, just an 8-mile drive from the infamous Columbine High School, it happened again. 2 teenagers went into their school with the intention to harm others. But this story would end a little differently than so many others. 3 students, 3 heroic students, Kendrick Castillo, Joshua Jones, and Brendan Bailey, lunged at one of the attackers and managed to wrestle the gun from his hand. Joshua would be shot in the hip and leg. He would survive. Kendrick risked his life and lost it. The community sung the praises of Kendrick Castillo. He was a local hero after all. They wanted to elevate this teenager in a way that would remind people of what true heroism looks like. In December of 2024, the community literally raised his name up, renaming one of their busy streets to Kendrick Castillo Way. His story was being kept alive. Meanwhile, 2 priests at a parish near the school decided to start looking into the life of Kendrick Castillo. Was there more to his story than the heroic way he died? What they've been able to find so far is that Kendrick Castillo's life was one of, and I quote, heroic virtue. The fact that they used this term, heroic virtue, is very important. To be canonized a saint, you must have a certain kind of reputation. This reputation can be for either your martyrdom or your holiness. The holiness route requires that you live a life of virtue to a heroic level. Anyway, the results of their interviews and research led them to petition the Diocese of Colorado Springs to open the cause for his canonization. Now, as of this recording, no cause has actually been opened. We're still just at the very beginning stages of this process. However, if the bishop looks at the material provided to him and agrees that, there is actually something there, he will start a local investigation at the diocesan level. The cause for canonization will be opened, and Kendrick Castillo will be given the title of Servant of God. So, what can we do now in regards to Kendrick Castillo? I personally am going to be trying to follow this story as closely as I can and would love the honor to be able to report to the social media world updates as they come about. Subscribing to this channel should help you get some of those updates. Even better, though, is the advice given to us by the Bishop of Colorado Springs. He said in a statement, as we study and discern how to approach the massive undertaking of promoting a canonization cause, I ask all the faithful to keep Kendrick's family in their prayers. I also encourage everyone to privately invoke Kendrick's intercession, praying especially for the youth in our diocese that they emulate his example of fortitude and generosity. This world, this country especially, is in much need of an example like Kendrick Castillo. He was a young man who gave his life for his friends. Christ himself says there is no greater love. Greater love has no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. Kendrick followed in the steps of Christ by laying down his life. It's Well, it's inspirational. This is the standard of which we should hold all of our teenagers and young adults. Kendrick proves that they are capable of so much more than we give them credit. And that's exactly why I'm excited about this news. It's not just about the headline or a street sign. It's about a witness to what holiness can look like in the modern world. And at that, in the face of evil, privately pray for his intercession, share his story. And if you know a teenager or a young adult, tell them about Kendrick. Tell them that they are capable of this kind of greatness as well. Another great example of what teenagers can accomplish can be found in Carlo Ucridis. You can check out his story right here. Sacred Heart of Jesus, have mercy on us.